Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a sketchy lying blondie by her toes. If she hollers, we'll spare her death row. There's a chance Brian Koberger could be exonerated, and Dylan Mortensen and all of her sketchy friends are the reason why. Sketchy because they have all been caught lying since the beginning, and the internet is not done talking about it until all the right people are behind bars. Thousands of photos were released to the public yet again regarding the Idaho4. Now we're having magazines, news stations come out and say that this was not a one-person job. Meanwhile, we have Brian Koberger in prison, and we have experts finally saying that this was definitely at least a two-person job, and Bethany Funk has exculpatory evidence that could prove Brian's innocence. She has evidence to prove Brian's innocence, and he's still just sitting in prison. Meanwhile, we have Dylan Mortensen and all of her sketchy friends just going to Walmart and going to fucking Jack in the Box and ordering DoorDash whenever the fuck they want. Besides all the photos that were released to the public, there's also so much ring footage camera that's just coming out more and more, and people are doing such a good job of putting just a lot more sound that you can hear voices so clear. And from neighbor camera footage, everyone's saying that this was a quiet night. It's complete fucking bullshit. Everybody heard what was going on. And with all this like ring camera footage and people talking about things being streamed, I wanted to bring something to light. I'm not too familiar with a bunch of streaming things, so I don't know. I can't offer too much of my insight there. But what I do know a lot about, again, I was a dispatcher. I also worked with a security company. Familiar with cameras. I have cameras inside my home, outside my home. I also have trail cameras everywhere. As far as the cameras inside and outside of our home, my husband and I have to log into something to be able to access that. I was thinking about it. If I wanted to have more devices have access to our cameras, will you just pay more for that? So is it something that they could have just had a camera inside the home anywhere, and all anybody had to do was just log into this phone camera app on their phone, and then they knew exactly what was going on? All those screams that you can hear that are almost trying to mask what sounds like an excruciating scream, they're trying to say that was a movie or something else. In my opinion, maybe they had access to that camera besides, again, instead of like a streaming device, they very well could have been, but maybe it was just something even simpler as just a camera device. Creepy Hunter Johnson already had the access code to that house. So did Sketchy Josie. I'm sure everybody had the code to that house. All it would take is one person in one household. That's it. One person would need that password to that phone and they could log in. The reason I bring this up is because I was watching more grub truck footage. The same older gentleman, I shouldn't say older gentleman, bigger gentleman that is with Jack Showalter. This is the guy that nudges Jack Showalter that the girls are ditching him. This same guy you're going to see later in the grub truck footage. He's with like maybe 2 to 3 other people, including a gentleman with longer hair. Clear as day, you hear the person with longer hair ask that same person, what's the password again? It almost sounds like he's saying, is everybody, like the word everybody, the password? And they confirm it. And then you can see him pull up his phone. The same guy that was with Jack Showalter. You can see him pull up his phone. They're not watching some professional fight. I'm over that bullshit. I can give you guys as much realistic opinion as I can. There's a group of people like kind of like, let's say 10 feet, maybe 7 feet. I don't know. I'm bad with that. It sounds like they're saying no, Xana, and then people want to argue there's a professional fight going on. You want to know what? There could have been 5 different things going on. That's fucking fine. Let's not argue. We can't argue that this same gentleman, you can see his phone. He's not watching a professional fucking fight. And then it gets really creepy. The guy who like owns the grub truck, after these like screams and people are like celebrating, it's so weird. He like plays this like song for 10 seconds. It's so fucking creepy. It does give you that feeling like, were there bets made? Was there money involved? Are people giving like a little victory dance because they know something other people don't know? It's fucking sketchy. Just my opinion. I don't know much with the streaming device world. It very well could have been, but I'm also thinking maybe besides just being streamed, what if there was, again, another option, something as simple as just almost everybody has some sort of camera, a Ring camera, right? It has to be something so easy. And I feel like something you could destroy something like that so much easier. Again, I don't know a lot with the streaming world. Obviously, we can't find things there. But would something as simple as a camera you can buy on Amazon be so easy to destroy? Why did they destroy the King Road house? Why did Sergeant fucking Hobbit say clear as day on his own body camera footage, there's blood in the sink. It looks like there's blood in the sink at the King Roadhouse. They removed Brian's drain from his apartment. They didn't remove any fucking drain from the King Roadhouse. Or down that King Roadhouse, I believe just after a year after the crime. Is that because they couldn't find the cameras? Is that because maybe firecracker stuff was still left in the home? There's so much possibility there. Is that because there's evidence down the fucking drain? There is so much there. Why the fuck would they ever tear down that fucking house? Sketchy as fuck. It was not a quiet night in Moscow. In fact, it was the exact fucking opposite. It was loud. It was active, and the internet is this fucking close to figuring out who did Dylan Mortensen add to her phone at 3:51 in the morning. And what kind of exculpatory evidence does Bethany Funk have that could prove Brian's innocence? Does it have anything to maybe do with the camera or the photos she took at 8:41? Did someone have her phone? How come we never get to hear Bethany Funk speak? She doesn't even speak at the speech statement with all the families. No, her sketchy friend Emily does it for her. I'm wondering if there's a reason they don't want us to hear her fucking voice. Maybe she didn't make that fucking 911 call. I don't know. It's my own fucking opinion, but it is a fucking fact that Bethany got it in fucking writing that she cannot be arrested in the state of Idaho. The same Bethany that cannot be arrested in the state of Idaho is the same Bethany that can prove Brian's innocence. I've said it before in my videos. I don't know why these young fucking adults are so worried about what the fuck is on TikTok when they should be fucking worried about being that first fucking one to pick up that fucking phone and getting a deal. Because surely they're not going to give that golden ticket like they gave Bethany to 8 more fucking people. So who the fuck is it going to be, you guys? And super quick, if someone could just please do it fucking fast, because I would prefer it not be Creepy Hunter Johnson.